Choplifter's goals were simple: take off and rescue stranded people a distance away from home base, and do so in the face of ever-increasing challenges. The initial screen shows a helicopter waiting at base on the launch pad, with an American flag clearly flapping in the breeze on top of the headquarters. Your mission is to rescue hostages. The nation of militaristic ideologues from the bungling empire have captured 64 delegates to the United Nations Conference on Peace and Child Rearing. Yes, this is exactly what it says on the back of the box anyway. I have no idea what ideologues means either. These hostages are locked inside barracks, which almost look like little lodges covered in snow. But this ain't no cosy cabin for the prisoners holed up inside them. Unfortunately, these hostages are also within the boundaries of a protected outpost, deep into enemy territory. Okay then, just across these dots on the ground, which kind of acts as a safe area barrier. Anyway, these diplomat hostages have broken out of the enemy barracks and are milling about everywhere on the ground, being threatened by enemy tanks. You take out these tanks with your heavily armed helicopter, land quickly, load up with the 16 diplomats, and then take them back to your headquarters. Then start out again for the rest of the poor souls. Some enemy barracks aren't already open, so you'll need to blast these first with your front-mounted machine gun. A nice touch is that the men stand and wave if they see you. Then, as you land, they come and climb on board. But you can accidentally kill these men by either shooting them with your own gun or landing on them. Yeah, while the poor sod is standing all happy-go-lucky, I accidentally splat him with 10 tons of hulking metal. Not a good way to go. Sorry about that. As well as these tanks you can see shooting the diplomats and also at your helicopter, there are also missile-launching aircraft and these red aerial mines, which can take you out pretty quickly with their homing capabilities, if you're not quick to shoot at them. Upon subsequent trips to rescue more and more lots of diplomats, you'll notice that the frequency of the tanks and other aforementioned hazards will become more frantic, adding to the difficulty on each trip, which will keep you on your toes. What always made me chuckle was when you are shot down and the exploding helicopter lets off a little bleep sound. I also felt sorry for the little men scuttling around endearingly, whilst you watch them wave at you as you disembark. Maybe if they took cover until you landed safely, they wouldn't get wiped out so easily. Idiots. Looking again at the back of the box, we can see it clearly informs you to return them to the post office. Perhaps you are dropping these men off to buy some stamps or some get out soon cards for their as yet unrescued pals. Or is it that the post offices hid a deeper secret in America than we realised back in 1982? Not sure. As your whirlbird's blades rotate, there are accompanying sound effects which were pretty awesome back in the day. I always found it pretty amusing when dropping these little guys off at the HQ, as some would pause briefly to wave goodbye to you. Although Choplifter looks simple enough, it certainly isn't. But it is very addictive, and incorporates a random facility of attack, with you never really knowing where the enemy are coming from. Many times I've just been flying back to rescue the diplomats when an attack plane appears from nowhere and takes me out without any notice. Which is annoying even more so if you have a helicopter full of these poor saps and all of you take an immediate trip to the ground in a crumpled heap. The 3D type graphics are simple but pretty colourful. In fact, the sprites had a kind of anti-aliasing with blue and red pixel at edges, so don't adjust your monitor, as this is a feature of the game's graphics. In fact, a similar type of thing can be seen in Karateka, another Broderbund software classic. An oldie but a goldie. Definitely a game that's suitable for all age groups, and it's one of those where practice makes perfect to a certain extent, together with a small portion of luck, as mentioned with the fast approaching enemies that appear seemingly at random in places. And do you know, it wasn't all that bad on the VIC-20 either. What did you think about Choplifter? Did you have it for the Commodore 64 or VIC-20? Let me know your thoughts about the game, and if you enjoyed the video, then please don't forget to hit that like button. A massive thank you for watching, guys. If you're enjoying the Commodore nostalgia, then maybe consider subscribing to the channel and following me on this epic journey to revisit more and more classic games we used to play back when we were kids. With plenty more on the channel and more coming daily, it would be great for you to join me and see what memories we can unlock. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.